Good. Hey everyone, how are you guys doing? Ooh, wow, that open is dry. Let me tell you why. I am hungry. I haven't eaten all day besides a protein smoothie, a protein shake, and I'm on this exercise thing. It's called the Punch Challenge, but I'm doing mine a little different. I'm doing 50 push-ups, 50 squats, 50 sit-ups, and run 3 miles a day. So I'm out of energy. I was just on the phone with the client, then I was on the phone with my editor because we're working on another client project, and I am famished. Nonetheless, welcome to episode 5. I'm not gonna be long. I'm gonna try to be faster than I've been in times past, so let's get straight into it. I want to come on here and talk today. Today I do have an agenda about what I've learned so far about doing these videos. Number one, what I've learned is that going public is a whole nother level of exposure than just knowing something, within yourself. So I can know that I'm a bit erratic, and one moment I'm laughing, and one moment I'm crying, and one moment I'm saying something like life coachy and serious, and one moment I'm talking about making a pass at someone. I knew that about myself, but then when I started looking at the videos, you guys would not believe how much anxiety I have when I'm putting a video out. When I'm like when I upload a video, and it's normally like late at night when I upload it. It's like I go to bed and get in the bed and put the covers over my face, like, oh my God, I can't believe. And then it's a whole nother level of anxiety when I put those Facebook and Instagram clips out. It's like, oh my God, everybody's gonna think I have lost my mind, I'm crazy. And one of the lessons I learned in that is that it's one thing to know something within yourself, but it's another thing is when you turn your insides outwardly and show the world. That's a whole nother level of exposure that I think is healthy. Maybe that's why back in the Christian church, when I was a part of the traditional Christian church, you would accept Christ. They would say, confess with your mouth. Like you had to stand in front of the church and be like, I gave my life to God. I'm just a sinner. I just want to forgive me of my sins. Like they wanted you to confess it. They wanted you to put it out. Because that is definitely a level of exposure and a level of accountability and a level of vulnerability that even as honest as I am, I was not ready for. I also realized how raggedy I look around the house. No one told me. Like when I'm like going out, yo, look, I'm back. My scalp is back. When my normal self would have waited till my scalp was healed to come back live, but because I really wanted to just keep it a buck, keep it vulnerable, keep it honest, I said, okay, I'm gonna go start these episodes with my scalp peeling like it was, knowing that no matter how much I said it, people were not gonna listen and be like, what is wrong with him? What, he got eczema, what, da. And if you know me, as much as I don't care is as much as I do care. So for me to do 4 whole episodes with my scalp looking the way it looked, that was big for me too. That was super huge for me to do. But I figure, hell, sooner or later, my scalp would go back to normal. And people would be like, oh, okay, either he had a condition and he had the issue of blood, but now he's healed. Or, most people wouldn't care. And I don't know, and I didn't know because no one asked. So if you're wondering, I am back to normal now. My scalp is back to normal. I still have bumps and stuff from the sun rash, but I'm getting better. Anyways, I didn't know how raggedy I look. So I went to the black shirts that I wear I think they're Banana Republic shirts. They're premium cotton or executive cotton shirts. Well, I went and got 3, what I'm gonna call my TV shirts, and I only wear them from TV. So I got a blue one, a gray one, and a black one, because I realized that, hey, you just throwing on these shirts, you look at a time, buddy. Now, if I had an appointment to go outside or to meet a client, then I would probably inspect more, but I would literally throw a shirt on and cut the cameras on. And I realized I'd be looking at time. So I don't always look the way I look for the first 4 episodes. I would like to think I look a little bit more put together today. If you didn't notice, don't go back and watch. Let's keep it moving forward. If you did notice, I almost said F you. Ain't nothing wrong with noticing. If you noticed and had something to say about it, F you. I ain't gonna cuss. F you. So I did notice that around the house, I looked more raggedier than I thought. That was eye-opening because I did not know how busted I looked at the house. What else did I know about myself? Somebody mentioned in the YouTube comments about the last video when I was crying about my father, about how much I was snotting and blowing my nose. If you're one of my friends, everybody around me know. Now, okay, let me say this. It's not as bad as it used to be. It was only as bad as it was because I was literally sick. Was it last week? Oh God, yeah, last week. Our week before last. Whatever week leading into, oh yeah, last week. A week before last. I don't know. Anyway, I was very sick, like in the bed sick. And I had all this congestion. So now it was coming out. So I started crying and I was blowing my nose and and doing all that kind of stuff. It doesn't happen like it used to happen. But back in the day, if you were my friend, you knew never touch any tissue laying around that's near me, because 9 times out of 10, I had like blew my nose and set it down somewhere. Well, that was disgusting for me too. And I really thought to myself, maybe I should edit it out of episode 4, but I didn't, because I wanted to keep it 100. I wanted to keep it a buck. Someone told me, let me read this comment, because we need to talk about this. Ow! And that, oh Lord, the past that I talked about in episode 4, I think that worked out. I freaked out a little too fast. Hold on one second. Let me see. Give me a second. Pause, because comments. Oh, someone else commented. Listen, I love when you guys comment on my video. You're going to be hard pressed for me to, hold on. Yes, VH, this video was so good. Thank you for sharing your vulnerability, and I so appreciate your relationship with your parents, especially relationship with your father. I wish I had the same relationship with my father. However, this video was so inspiring. Continue to be you. It gives me permission and the courage to be myself. You the man, brother. I love you so much. Oh, I love you 2 times. I love you too. I love the comments. Some of you have inboxed me. And let me tell you, I 125% love when y'all comment under my stuff. I love you to the moon and back, brother. Back, brother. Thank you for. I'm coming. I'm telling you, if you comment under my stuff, I'm going to comment back. I mean, we'll have a comment war of who will give up first. I promise you to be you, because I don't leave no comment unchecked. And heart. I'm extra with it too, because I think comment, like for someone to take the time to, first of all, look at the video. For those of you guys who are looking at this video, thank you, because I know that you could be doing anything in the world, but you're looking at this. Thank you very much. Second of all, when you take the time to respond with a comment, that means the world to me, especially these videos are like 33 minutes long, yo. So, but anyway, check this comment out. This was the biggest backhanded compliment I've ever gotten in my life, I feel, today. From my perspective, you are quietly handsome. I'm like, okay. And then it says, but, capital B-U-T, ... Your giggle box and sniggly disposition. Oh God, I'm giggling now reading this. Hold on. Your giggle box and sniggly disposition can be off-putting to some. It would be almost like dating Tickle Me Elmo. I'm gonna do the white dad thing. Tickle Me Elmo, huh? Someone said that my disposition would, my sniggly giggle box disposition, and I'm about to giggle talking about it, would put them in the mind of Tickle Me God Elmo. F you. No, hold on. I love you because you viewed, and I love you for you commented. But just like you gave me the backhanded, f you at the same time. No, I love it because it's true. I am a professed cornball. I have no problem. Someone that I met this weekend said, you come across like this very innocent, sweet, kind, naive guy. No, it's true. It's very much true. That reminds me of the story when my car almost got stolen. Should I tell it? Oh, man. They said my videos are too long. Now I don't want to tell my stories. All right, I'm gonna go fast. Check it. Hold on. I just got my Mercedes, and I had a client that where we did work at is not in a less than desirable. It was the hood, child. It was the straight up hood. Let me just keep it a buck. It was the 100% straight up hood, and so I needed to put gas in my car because I had ran all the gas out. My first time putting gas in my car, so I asked one of my friends, who was also really my supervisor on that job for the client. I said, where's a good place to get gas? They told me the place to go. So I go, I'm happy about my Mercedes or whatever. And I pull up, it's about 10 p.m. or whatever. And I pull up, I see a man. Now, mind you, this gas station is near a love interest gone wrong's house. So I'm mildly preoccupied by thinking about how things went so wrong when it was supposed to go so right. I always anyway. So I see this guy pull up with his raggedy pickup truck, and I see him walk into the gas station. And so I'm getting out the car and I'm minding my business because I am 100% naive 90% of the time. I only know what I know, and what I don't know, I really don't know it. So I'm minding my business, happy about life. God is good and I am great. So, so walking around, I open up my gas tank, right? And I think, oh my God, this is my first time putting gas in my new car. Whoa, so excited. It's cold outside. It's the middle of October. So, oh Lord, Siri is recording all this. It's the middle of October. So I was like, I put the nozzle in the tank, and I go back to sit in my car and I'm watching it. Now my car takes premium gas. It's my first premium car. Judge me, judge your mama. I don't care. To come up is real. So anyway, I'm trying not to cuss this episode as much. So anyway, I don't even know why, but I'm trying not to cuss this episode as much. And so I'm turning around looking to see these numbers going up, but I don't care because it's my first time pumping gas in my new car. So anyway, the thing clicks, where the automatic thing clicks. It's $55. And I'm like, well, Jesus Christ, $55. I don't care because it's my first time. So I feel, now check it. You gotta slow down for this. So I feel my car shake like that a little bit. And because I got my car set on comfort, and the car was still running because it was cold outside and I wanted the heat to blow. So I felt my car shake a little bit. And so in my mind, I'm thinking that my car, when you don't have your foot on the gas pedal, it stalls. It like shuts off to preserve energy and gas and whatnot. So that's what I thought it was, and I don't care. So then, I take the thing, put the pump back on the thing. I close the gas tank door. Happy about life. God is good and I'm great. And I'm so oblivious. I look into my car. I see someone sitting in my car. And so I, took on the Elmo thing. I'm gonna giggle. It is what it is. So I see somebody sitting in my car, and I'm like, oh, I'm at the wrong car. Now, mind you, I just got through pumping gas. I'm like, oh, I'm at the wrong car. And so I go to turn around and I think, hold on a second, this is my car. Told you I'm naive. So I'm like, get out of my car! Get out of my car! My ass jumps in front of the car and starts yelling, get out! Get out of my car! Get out of my car! Somebody was literally in my car. So I see him trying to start it. Here is where the grace of God steps in. I normally kept my key because it's a new car. So I'm doing everything the instructions say with the car. So they have this little spot you put your key at because it's like a, do I have my key here? It's the keyless, it's a key fob. It's not like one of them where you start the car or whatever. So I normally keep my key in that spot. But for whatever reason, this time I had my key in my pocket. The blessing in that is, that was the first time since I had the car that I put my key in my pocket versus in that spot. If I would have had in that spot, he would have drove off with my car. But because I had my key in the thing, I think what he did was he turned the car off thinking it was on. He turned the car off as soon as he got in, that's why the car shook. Because normally any other fool would have turned their car off, but me, Mr. Oblivious Naive, left my car running. He jumps in the car, turns it off thinking he's turning it on. So now he's pressing, I see him doing, when I realized that, now I'm like, get out of my car, get out of my car. Now remember, remember the guy with the old raggedy pickup truck, right? Come to find out, he's an undercover cop. All out of nowhere, gun drawn, I lied to you not, gun drawn, literally. He's like, get out of the car, get out of the car. I'm thinking to myself, oh shit, this has turned left. What's going on? Like, hold on now. I thought it was just between me and the robber. Now we got guns drawn. So he's like, get out of the car. Well, old boy, you ain't moving. Old dude is fearless. And I'm like, what the hell? Motherfucker, get out the goddamn car before all of us die. So finally he gets out the car, but he just don't get out the car. He has my phone and my bag. My bag was a Toomey bag. That cost about, what, $500-600. My iPad was in the bag. That iPad, because I'm extra, I buy everything extra. I mean, I'm in production, I need all the gadgets I need. So that iPad was like $1,500-1,600. I think the iPad was $1,700 actually. And then he had my phone, which was, I always have the latest phone. Now, mind you, someone had just broken into my other car I had and stole my bag with my iPad in it. Out of everything, when I seen him run out of that car with my bag and my phone, I was like, no, I lied to you. I said, oh God, not again. So now, the guy, fearless of the guy with the gun, is running and he's like, put it down. Well, he throws the stuff down. I don't know what the hell I was thinking. I run in the line of fire to go get my bag and my phone because I didn't want to lose it again. And so I look up and realize, oh shit, I can get shot because I'm in between the burglar and the alleged undercover cop. So I move out the way. Story not over yet. Next thing you know, it's like, this is a goddamn movie. I lie to y'all not, y'all. It's like me and the undercover cop look at the same time. I look to my left. He's pointing at the gun. Because mind you, I done moved to the right now. So I look to my left. He's pointing the gun and he looks to his right at the same time. And we see the goddamn getaway car. Y'all, the windows that were tinted, the windows were pitch black. I don't know if there was one person in the car. I don't know if there were 5 or 6 people in the car. I didn't know if they had one gun on the undercover cop and one gun on me. All I knew was my panic button hit. And I ran. I started running. And I said, ah! It ran. If anybody was watching that, I know they were hollering, yo. I hollered and ran the opposite way. Oh boy, jumps in the getaway car. Oh, what happened was the cop, when he realized the getaway car, now he's doing this. It's like the energy changed. Because that's why I started running. The energy changed and everything got still. Because at this point, now the cop and I know at any moment some shit can really go down that we don't know because the windows were so tinted. So I haul off and run in hollers like the rich white woman that I am, that God created me to be. And anyway, the guy jumps in the car and they zoom off. So then as soon as they zoom off, I come back and the cop is still like this. He's like, you okay? You good? I'm an undercover cop, da-da-da-da. And he's like, you need to, what did he say? Whatever he said, it was like, they could easily come by because normally when they zoom off like that, they U-turn and come back blazing. I got my jalopy ass in that Mercedes. I got my confused, naive, blonde, sheltered, raised in Germany ass in that Mercedes. I didn't even tell the cop thank you. I gassed to the pedal. I pedaled to the metal. My nerves were so shocked. Every car that came up near me, I was thinking was the people, like in retro. Anyways, sitting in the car, shocked. The thing that they used to break glass, the guy left in my car. It just so happened somebody had broken into a car in my parking garage. And so I flagged the cop down when he was coming back down. I told him about it. He was doubting that guy was an undercover cop because there were certain things that he was asking me, did the guy do? And I'm like, no. And he was like, undercover cop? And I said, yeah, I guess. That's what he told me. He didn't say he wasn't, but he sure didn't act like he was. Here's my surmise. One or two things happened. Either the guy was saying he was an undercover cop to protect himself because he didn't want to get shot, and he know that you don't shoot at police. Oh God, I was about to say something. Lord, you know my heart. But some of them motherfuckers need to be capped. I ain't gonna lie. There are some cops that need a taste of their own medicine. Just, let me just keep it a buck. I ain't gonna edit that out because that's how I really feel in my heart. There are some evil cops in this world that mean no good, and I don't understand why this country is set up to protect them like they do. Do I feel like we need law enforcement? Do I feel like we need not law and order, but we need boundaries? I think discipline is a part of love, and if you love yourself, you'll be disciplined, and if you love life, there's rules to life and stuff. But what I've seen over the last year and some change has been this evilness that's been exposed by way of politics in the law and order thing we call cops. And some cops, not all cops are bad, and I'm not even gonna follow you up on that rhetoric, but some cops need a cap in their ass, and that's all. Point is, I don't know if that was my guardian angel or he was a real cop, because in that case, you need cops. True story. In that case, you need cops. But whatever he was or it was, that saved my life. Because the reality is I risked my life, because the whole time that getaway car was there, they could have shot me, got my keys, and drove over me. Or let's say the guy didn't turn the car off. He could have easily I don't want to think about it. I just got the chills. Ran over me easily. So I'm thankful for everything that happened. But because of that, I bought a gun. I am I have a concealed license. And if I ever pull out my gun, I am going to shoot. A good friend of mine, Bernard Holman, is an ex-cop. He said it plainly. If you ever have to pull out your gun, if you're not gonna kill him, if you're trying to worry about not killing him, don't pull out your gun. But Bernard, I hope I quoted you right. And that taught me a lesson. Even though I'm a staunch, we need to abolish the Second Amendment, or we need to heavily edit this Second Amendment thing, I do believe Americans, or all people, deserve the right to defend themselves. Because if I had that gun that day, that motherfucker would have been dead. After I would have screamed and freaked out. I had to talk about something else, but I'm gonna talk about that on the next video, because these videos are always unscripted and I never know what I'm gonna say until I get on here and say it. Thank you guys so much. I am appreciative of every single video, a view, everything support, every single like, every single heart, every single comment. You don't know how much that makes my heart glad. I hope that my openness and vulnerability blesses you just as much as you are blessing me. Until the next time, peace.